Good morning, it is Rise and Shine time, and I'm here with Grandma Minnie.
Hey everybody!
Grandma, I would love to see your flower beds. I see you've been out working already.
Yeah. I'm gathering up some flowers. I'm going to make an arrangement for the table.
Can we follow along with you?
Oh, yeah, come on!
Okay.
Yeah. Here's my first little bed.
Oh, that is beautiful. Don't daffodils just look like happy little spring flowers?
They sure do. Yeah, they really are blooming this year. There's my toad house.
A toad house.
A toad house. Yeah.
That is an interesting little flower bed you have there, Grandma.
Oh, thank you. I just put some mulch around it yesterday.
Well, you've been a busy little girl.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to get out here when they're done blooming and just sort of separate the bulbs because they're too thick. They look nice, but they're too thick.
Well, you know how to do that.
Yeah.
I think they look beautiful.
Well, I'm gonna gather up a couple more here and then we're gonna go sit at the picnic table.
Oh, okay. Well, that's going to make a beautiful bouquet.
I hope so. All right, I think that's enough. Look at that bed out there, that and there.
Oh,
really
my.
Needs separating. I'll be giving some bulbs away if you want any.
Okay, I do.
All right.
Just let me zoom in on this, Grandma, and we'll show them your hard work here. Oh my goodness, they are thick in there, aren't they? But what a beautiful mass of flowers. Wonderful. Well, you've sure been working hard, Grandma. That's a lot of work for you to do.
Yeah, that's all right. I enjoy it.
I know.
I don't enjoy the next morning getting up and being stiff and sore, but then the Lord gives me a rainy day and I can stay in and relax. All right, let's go over here. I got stuff I'm doing over here.
What is this behind the birdhouse? What is that tree? Is that a tree?
Looks awful, don't it?
No, just tell me what it is.
I'll tell you. It looks terrible right now, but after a while, when it starts getting leaves and everything, it's so beautiful. It's one of them hummingbird plants, a trumpet vine.
Oh.
And it gets leaves and it gets those hanging down flowers, the orange flowers, and the hummingbirds come. It looks terrible, but you know,
it's got beauty behind it.
God makes it beautiful.
Isn't that neat?
Yep.
Okay, let me see what you're doing here.
All right, well, it's been a long time since I've been seeing you guys every morning though on Rise and Shine, but it's been a long time since I've been on there.
Well,
but,
it's nice to have you join us this morning.
Yeah. Well, I'll do this as I'm talking. I wanted to talk to everybody about planting a garden. I was just so ready for this springtime this year. I just love spring. And you know, God was the first gardener. He created all these beautiful flowers, and he created the vegetables that we all sustain us and nourish us all. And I remember the first garden that I helped to plant. My dad, he had a garden, and it was away from the house, but we'd go down there and we'd plant and we'd weed, and it was fun except for the weeding. And but that was fun too, because Dad he made it fun. He says, all right, he said, as soon as you, oh, there's a little spider. Get out of there, spider. You can't go in the house. Okay, so Dad said, as soon as you finish the weeding, you can ride your bikes down the highway there to Red Bridge swimming pool, and you can swim. So we hurried up and got them little boogers out and pulled the weeds and hurried on down there to the swimming pool. And so, and then another thing he always did, Dad liked to sing. We all liked to sing. And he sang tenor, and my brother Danny, he sang tenor. I sang alto, and my sister Vadina, she sang soprano. So we would all sing a cappella as we were planting and weeding. And one day we noticed this lady that lived next door to our garden, and she had her lawn chair out, and she was sitting in her lawn chair, and she was just watching us and watching us. And when we got ready to go that day, she come over and she said, I wanted to ask you, what radio station did you have tuned on there? I love that music. And we laughed and we said that wasn't no radio station, that was us singing. Wow, she was so surprised. And so every time she saw us over there, if the weather was nice, she had her lawn chair out there and she was listening. So we felt obligated to sing just for her, you know, so that was fun. And Daddy would, he would plow with an old hand plow, and he'd make the rows, and then we'd go down and hand plant the seeds in the beans and stuff. And you know, nowadays the farmers and the gardeners, they have more sophisticated ways to plant, but I like the old time ways, you know. And you know, in the Bible, Jesus, I think it's in Matthew, Jesus told a parable about sowing the seeds, you remember? Mm-hmm. He explained how the good seeds, how the good ground received the good seeds, and that's God's word. And reading the Bible, getting into God's word, you know, it'll allow us to grow and know Him better, and it'll, the soil in our hearts will be better prepared to understand how He loves us, you know. Mm-hmm. And reading the Bible and getting into God's word, that makes us grow. That makes us grow, you know. The more we do it, the better we grow and the better we bloom.
Mm-hmm. Okay? That's right, Grandma.
I have a lot of house plants in the house, and every windowsill is a wide windowsill, and I have 2 or 3 plants on every windowsill, and some of them bloom, some of them are like this, and you know, but sometimes, now this is why I have this out here, sometimes the plants get root bound. Now, they may look healthy on the outside, but when you dump that out, the roots are a compacted mess. Mm-hmm. And that's the way with us sometimes. Mm-hmm. Stuck in too small of a pot, and we can't grow. Sometimes the Holy Spirit needs to transplant us to broaden our vision and grow in the Lord. Mm-hmm. As a gardener chooses carefully what he plants, what he wants in his garden, so God has handpicked us what He wants in His garden. We're His own dear children.
That's right. He
created us, His very own work of art. Isn't that awesome?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
When we begin to understand grace, the undeserved love of God in Christ, we bloom. Mm-hmm. Yep. And when we plant a flower garden, we plant different flowers, well, thank you, that complement each other, you know. something that sits beside it and complements it, you know? And God plants us together.
That's right.
With other believers. Why? So that by God's grace and His strength, our good works together with those of other believers bloom to create a landscape that honors our Lord and brings Him glory. I'm going to put these in there. You know what these are?
I don't.
Bells of Ireland. Green, bells of Ireland.
Well, they look beautiful in there.
Yeah. I thought they would. So.
Well, this is impressive. You did a good job, Grandma.
You know, no, the Lord did it.
You just helped put it together. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I learned the hard way where you need to put your plants, whether outside or inside. You gotta have, if the direction says full sun, that's what it means, full sun.
Oh.
If it says partial shade, you need a partial shade to make it grow better. And I killed many a plant in my younger days by not placing them in a proper environment. Now that I'm older, more experienced, I appreciate and respect the power of the sun.
Oh, that's right.
And as Christians, experienced Christians, we know the power of the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We stay close to Him and His Word, and we set our roots down deep and draw up the water and nutrients that nourishes our spiritual lives. Well, I'm going to cheat a little bit. This is artificial, but I think I'm going to put that in there yet. Maybe one or two of them. You know, my grandmother grew a beautiful garden. She loved flowers, and especially roses.
Mm-hmm.
And they trailed all over this fence that she had there, and they bloomed profusely. And she just loved them. And one day I was so shocked. Here she was with her pruning shears.
Cutting them down.
Clip, 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 clip. And I thought, I stood back because I was scared. I never saw Grandma do that. I thought she loved them roses. Why was she doing that? And she was cutting them. She was cutting. And I said, Grandma, what are you doing? She said, well, roses, to stay healthy, you need to prune them every year. Oh, I didn't know that. I never saw her do that. And that goes not just for roses, but for us too, as Christians. Especially when a loving God holds the pruning shears in His gracious hand. Pruning always isn't, here's my little pruning thing here. Pruning isn't always a great, pleasant thing to happen, especially when you're the one that's going through the difficult time and of testing. And what matters in the end, though, is God has promised to accomplish something productive and stronger, a stronger faith, a change of heart maybe, and a deeper walk in our relationship with Jesus. If God has brought you to a difficult time of testing, thank Him. Thank Him for loving you enough to guide you closer to Him and helping you to bloom even more than before.
That's beautiful.
You know, in ending here, I found out that fungus and gophers and persistent weeds are all just some of the pests that drive me to my gardening books for help. I admit, when my gardening goes smoothly, I just sit back and relax and say, oh, ain't that lovely?
Mm-hmm.
But if something happens, I have to seek help in my gardening book, okay? And that reminds me of my spiritual life too. When my life pleasantly passes from sunny day to sunny day. Look there, there's clouds coming right now. From sunny day to sunny day, I seek the Lord less. I read my Bible less. I'm afraid I attend Bible school less, or Bible study less, and my prayer life diminishes. Shouldn't be, but if disaster strikes, sickness, loss of job, another calamity, I'm driven to the Lord, often in a sense of desperation. God knows the challenges we have, and He'll lead us, and it'll sometimes even drive us more to His Word, where He can show us our wrongdoing and assure us of His forgiveness and empower us to change. God's Word always nourishes our relationship with Him so that we can truly grow in grace and in a deep understanding. Now, I want to stop here. I have lots more to say, but I have to do it next time because we're running out of time and it looks like it's going to rain. But the next time I want to talk about being watered by the Holy Spirit. When we're going through a spiritual drought, we can get watered by the Holy Spirit. And that's what I want to talk about the next time.
Well, I thank you for being with us today, Grandma Minnie, and I love your bouquet. You did a beautiful job.
Thank you.
You and the Lord make a good team. All right, until next time, Grandma, you take care. Have fun in your garden. Don't stay out in the rain. Talk to you later.
Rise and shine.
Bye-bye.